Hello and welcome back to your mat. Today we're going to do a very short class. This is going to be a quick little warm-up, good thing you can do in the morning for a good stretch. You can do any time of day actually. So short and sweet. Let's get right to it, and no props are needed for this class. So we'll start with a quote by Leah Hunt. The groundwork for all happiness is good health. So let's start. And this class is going to be all seated. So again, it's going to be pretty easy and quick. Here we go. So we're going to start with bound angle pose. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this best. And go ahead and take both of the soles of your feet toward each other and in. And you can decide where you want your feet to be. So they can come in further or closer to your groin, or they can be further out, more like a diamond. So pick what works best for you today in your variation. Sit up and get nice and tall. And then I want you to exhale and fold forward any amount into this nice forward fold here. And we're also opening up through the groins here. So if you need to stay more upright because you're really rounded, that's fine. You can always have your hands behind your back or behind you on the mat. You can come forward a small amount or a severe amount. You decide what is going to be best for you today. And stay here for 3 breaths. In and out through the nose. So this class is a great standalone class. You can do anytime as, like I said, a short warm-up to begin your day as a nice little stretch. But you can also layer this on with, I'm going to have other classes in this series. This is the first class in the series. There's going to be 3 more coming, or they may already be up depending on when you're watching this video. And we'll go ahead and come on up, and I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. So then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to turn to the side here, and we're going to come into bringing the right leg out, and then the left leg is going to be bent in. So any amount. So you can have it further out, or it can be closer in. And from here, sit up nice and tall, and we're not going to turn and fold over, but we're actually going to come into a side stretch. So you have to decide what is going to be best for you in this particular pose. I'm going to bring my right arm down my right leg, and then I'm going to bring that left arm up overhead. Now, you can reach for the toes, and they may touch. In my case, they do touch. I'm pretty open today. Sometimes I'm not. Obviously, not everyone's there, so you can always leave this hand down if you like, your left hand down, and just lean over to the side and get a nice body opening on your side here. Or you can drape that arm over and maybe grab a hold of the back of your head there. So you play around with this, see what's going to work best for you. I'm going to stay in the easier version here and really allow this side body opening. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. So this series is something that you can put all of these classes together to make a longer class. You can mix and match and do, 1 or 2 of them to make a slightly longer class, or whatever you're looking for. Or again, they're all great standalone classes. So these are short and sweet, to the point. Come on back up, and now we'll go to the other side. Actually, before we go to the other side, we're going to come on up onto this left leg, rise your hips up, and bring that right arm up overhead. So we're just going to do a little opposite stretch here. Nice little opening there. Sit back down, and now we'll go to the other side. So now left leg is going out to the side, right leg is bent in. Same thing, we're going to bend over, side bend over to the left. So bring that left hand down, that left leg, right arm up overhead, and wherever it may land, maybe behind your head. If you're really flexible and you've really got the range of motion, it might grab your toes. Or you may just stay a little bit more upright. So I'm going to demonstrate staying a little bit more upright here, but you're still getting this side body opening. So we're not turning toward the ground, we're turning toward the side here. So our chest is open, but we're getting a nice side opening here. So breathe here. And sometimes these short and sweet classes can be just what we need for our day. Maybe we're busy. Maybe we need something in the morning and maybe something else for the evening. Or just we want to move a little bit, get us going for the day. You could also end your day with this if you'd like. There's really no right or wrong to this. And then come all the way up, and now we're going to come up, bring our hips up off the ground. You're leaning now on that that right leg, that right knee. And then bring that left arm up overhead. Just getting yourself a nice stretch here. So we're just stretching the opposite side. And then go ahead and exhale and come back down. And now from here, we're going to bring up both legs. So now we have a nice wide-legged stance here. Yours may be closer in. It may be further out. Find what's best for you. It's not about what it looks like. It's not a contest. It's about what feels good in your body today. Inhale, get nice and tall. And then I want you to exhale and fold forward. Any amount here. So we're just going to breathe through this pose. We're going to stay for a few breaths here. And again, you might be more upright. If you're really rounded, go ahead and stay upright and really work to get that your back nice and straight. If you've got a little bit more range of motion, you could bring your hands down your legs and fold in. You could bring your hands down on the ground, on the mat, or if you're really flexible, you could always bring your elbows down to the ground. I'm not quite there yet, today at least. And I didn't bring blocks because I want to keep these prop free so that you can do them anywhere, anytime. Keep them simple and easy. So we're just stretching through everything here a little bit, getting some movement in the body. Depending on when you're doing this, first thing in the morning might be a bit tighter. Later in the day, you may be a little bit more open. So we're just going to stay here for another breath or two. And sometimes I like to grab a hold of my legs. It helps bring me back a little bit further in. It just depends. Another breath. And then inhale and bring yourself all the way back up. And now we're going to come into a seated twist. So for here, go ahead and just come to a simple cross-legged. I've got my right shin in front of my left. And you're going to bring that right hand to your left knee. Your left hand to your right knee. Right hand behind you. And you're just going to twist your torso, your body to the right, looking over that right shoulder initially. So I am looking behind me, and behind me is actually the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm actually on the Maine coast. And it is beautiful here, and I was hoping I would be able to get out here and record some classes for you. So behind me is lots of rock formations, and right now the ocean's calm. And then go ahead and stay in your twist, but bring your head and face toward the left. So you're going to look over your left shoulder now. So we're going to get a little different stretch here. We're still doing the twist, so keep your body in the twist, but now you're getting a little opening in the neck there. A little double duty for these shorter classes. Sometimes we double up a little bit and you get 2 for 1 on them. So I'm looking over that left shoulder, and then go ahead and release and let all that go. Shake that out. Switch the cross of your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand to your left knee on the left arm behind you, and look over to your left. And breathe here. Take in whatever scene you might have. If you're outdoors, maybe you're looking at a garden or trees. If you're indoors, maybe your favorite painting or whatever it might be. Appreciate it. Notice it. Notice how you feel. Notice the sensations in your body. Another inhale and exhale there. And then go ahead and look over your right shoulder now. So stay in the twist, but now look back over your right shoulder. Another inhale. Just notice how you're feeling in these poses, this short and sweet practice. And exhale and release all that. Come back to center. Let all that go, kind of shake that out. And just to give ourselves a little moving groove in here, I'm just going to move just a couple of circles here, just to kind of let all that go, that twist and everything we've done. So make this fluid, make this what works for you. It doesn't have to be doesn't look a certain way. You can move your shoulders around, just whatever feels good. So I would recommend at the end of this class, pick some movements that feel good. Maybe you want to do a down dog right now, or maybe you want to move into a plank, whatever feels good for you. So that is the end of this class. This is class number 1 in this series. And thank you so much for joining me. And again, all of these classes, there's going to be 4 in this series. They can all be used standalone. You can do them on their own completely, or you can layer them on and have a longer practice if you like. So thank you for joining me, and until next time.